Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi bini'matihi tatimmus shalihat. Rabbi ishrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'd. Perkenalkan, saya Titis Wisnu Wijaya dari Program Studi Teknologi Informasi Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, menyampaikan paparan terkait pengantar mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Dasar. Materi ini merupakan bagian dari unjuk kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi dalam bentuk pembelajaran yang menjadi bagian dari proses sertifikasi dosen. Pada bagian ini, saya akan memaparkan rencana pembelajaran semester untuk mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Dasar dengan kode TI 109, yang merupakan mata kuliah pengembangan kepribadian di Program Studi Teknologi Informasi Fakultas Teknik Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Mata kuliah ini memiliki bobot sebesar 1 SKS non-praktikum dan diselenggarakan pada semester gasal. Capaian pembelajaran lulusan yang dikaitkan dengan mata kuliah ini adalah ELO 7, yaitu mahasiswa diharapkan mampu berkomunikasi secara efektif, baik lisan maupun tulisan, kepada berbagai audien dengan menggunakan media yang tepat. Dari capaian tersebut, diturunkan 3 capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah atau CPMK yang menjadi sasaran utama dari proses pembelajaran. Pertama, mahasiswa diharapkan mampu memahami dan menggunakan ungkapan-ungkapan dasar dalam bahasa Inggris secara lisan untuk tujuan interaksi sosial, akademik, dan profesional tingkat dasar. Kedua, mahasiswa mampu menyusun dan menyampaikan ide secara tertulis dalam bentuk paragraf pendek, email, pesan singkat dalam bahasa Inggris dengan struktur dan tata bahasa yang sesuai. Ketiga, mahasiswa mampu memilih dan menggunakan media komunikasi yang sesuai untuk menyampaikan informasi kepada audiens yang berbeda. Lebih lanjut lagi, CPMK tersebut dijabarkan dalam 6 sub CPMK yang lebih operasional, antara lain mahasiswa mampu menggunakan ungkapan sapaan perkenalan diri, meminta dan memberi informasi secara lisan dalam bahasa Inggris tingkat dasar. Mahasiswa mampu merespons percakapan pendek dan instruksi lisan dalam konteks akademik maupun sehari-hari menggunakan bahasa Inggris yang sesuai. Mahasiswa mampu menulis deskripsi sederhana tentang diri sendiri, orang lain, atau benda menggunakan struktur kalimat yang tepat. Mahasiswa mampu menyusun email pendek atau pesan singkat, baik formal maupun informal, dalam bahasa Inggris sesuai dengan tujuan komunikasi. Mahasiswa mampu memilih bentuk media komunikasi, baik lisan maupun tulisan, yang sesuai untuk menyampaikan pendapat, ide, atau informasi tertentu. Mahasiswa mampu menggunakan media presentasi sederhana seperti slide atau visual aid untuk mendukung penyampaian informasi secara lisan dalam bahasa Inggris. Rencana ini disusun untuk memastikan bahwa proses pembelajaran dapat berlangsung secara terstruktur dan terukur guna mencapai kompetensi yang telah ditetapkan sesuai dengan profil lulusan program studi. Mata kuliah ini dirancang sebagai mata kuliah pengembangan kepribadian yang bertujuan untuk membekali mahasiswa dengan kemampuan dasar dalam berbahasa Inggris secara terpadu. Penekanan pembelajaran diberikan pada keterampilan menyimak sebagai fondasi dalam memahami konteks akademik dan profesional di bidang teknologi informasi. Selain itu, materi juga mencakup pengenalan istilah teknis dasar dalam bahasa Inggris yang relevan dengan disiplin ilmu mahasiswa. Kemudian, terdapat beberapa topik utama yang akan dibahas dalam perkuliahan ini, meliputi perkenalan diri, memberikan dan meminta informasi pribadi, serta menyampaikan pendapat dalam diskusi. Mahasiswa juga akan dilatih untuk menyusun dan menyampaikan presentasi singkat dengan menggunakan alat bantu visual yang sesuai. Penguatan kosakata dasar dalam bidang teknologi informasi juga menjadi bagian penting dari kegiatan belajar. Kemudian, dalam menyusun materi pembelajaran untuk mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Dasar ini, kami merujuk pada sejumlah pustaka utama dan tambahan yang relevan dan kredibel. Pustaka utama terdiri dari 10 referensi yang mencakup buku-buku teks standar internasional dalam bidang pengajaran bahasa Inggris, baik dari aspek keterampilan menyimak, berbicara, membaca, menulis maupun penguasaan tata bahasa. Referensi tersebut antara lain karya dari Tamzen Armer mengenai bahasa Inggris untuk sains, David Bonemi untuk English for Technical Purposes, serta David Noonan dan Tony Lynch yang memberikan panduan metodologis dalam pengajaran bahasa Inggris praktis dan keterampilan menyimak. Selain itu, terdapat pula referensi dari Cambridge dan Oxford yang mendukung aspek akademik dan profesional yang relevan dengan kebutuhan mahasiswa teknologi informasi. Adapun pustaka tambahan yang digunakan bersifat sebagai pelengkap dan bersumber dari publikasi terkini serta media daring interaktif. Salah satu referensi berasal dari artikel penelitian dosen pengampu yang diterbitkan dalam jurnal Kontribusia yang membahas pemanfaatan media sosial dan website sebagai platform pembelajaran bahasa Inggris. Selain itu, kami juga menggunakan sumber daring dari BBC Learning English dan Cambridge Assessment English yang menyediakan sumber belajar yang kaya untuk keterampilan listening dan speaking, baik untuk mahasiswa maupun dosen. Seluruh referensi tersebut diharapkan dapat memberikan dasar teoritis sekaligus praktis dalam penyelenggaraan perkuliahan, serta memperkaya materi ajar dengan pendekatan berbasis literatur dan teknologi. Kemudian, metode pembelajaran dilakukan secara kombinatif, baik secara daring atau online maupun luring atau offline, melalui pendekatan sinkronus dan asinkronus. Secara sinkronus, perkuliahan akan dilakukan melalui platform Zoom Meetings atau Microsoft Teams maupun pertemuan tatap muka di kelas. Sedangkan untuk sesi asinkronus, mahasiswa akan mengikuti forum diskusi, mengerjakan tugas mandiri melalui Learning Management System MyClass milik UMY, serta menonton video pembelajaran yang telah disediakan oleh pengajar. Kemudian pada bagian ini ada komponen penilaian. Penilaian hasil belajar mahasiswa terdiri dari beberapa komponen, antara lain partisipasi dan tugas harian sebesar 20%, ujian tengah semester sebesar 25%, proyek dan presentasi sebesar 25%, serta ujian akhir semester sebesar 30%. Demikian paparan awal yang dapat saya sampaikan terkait mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Dasar. Saya berharap perkuliahan ini dapat menjadi sarana untuk meningkatkan kompetensi bahasa Inggris mahasiswa, terutama dalam konteks akademik dan profesional. Selanjutnya akan ditampilkan cuplikan video proses pembelajaran sinkronus secara daring melalui platform Zoom Meetings. Video ini merekam salah satu sesi perkuliahan mata kuliah Bahasa Inggris Dasar dengan fokus materi pada topik Asking for and Giving Opinions. Kegiatan ini dirancang untuk melatih kemampuan mahasiswa dalam mengungkapkan dan merespon pendapat secara lisan dalam konteks akademik maupun sehari-hari. Dokumentasi ini juga mencerminkan implementasi pendekatan pembelajaran interaktif berbasis komunikasi dua arah antara dosen dan mahasiswa sebagai bagian dari upaya capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah secara optimal. Nasrun minallahu wa fathun qarib wa basyiril mu'minin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Well, Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the online class today. We are in meeting six, as usual. Before we start the class, please, Fatih, could you please open the class?
Okay, sir. Before we start the class today, it's better if we pray first. Pray, begin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Raditu billahi robba wa bil islami dina wa bi muhammadin nabiyya wa rasula rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma. Amin.
Thank you so much, Fatih Ahmad Fauzan, for opening the class. As usual, before I start to explain, please take attendance meeting 6 in my class Friday. Today, we have new theory to learn. Let me share screen. Okay. Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have three learning objectives for today's meeting. Please, someone, uh, you can read the learning objectives, maybe Luzula. Could you please read the learning objectives? Hello, Luzula. Can you hear me?
Recording in progress.
Learning objective: understand and identify common experience used to ask for and give opinions in spoken English. Respond to others' opinions by expressing agreement or disagreement politely. Participate participate in conversation that involve exchanging opinions.
Thank you so much, Luzula, for reading uh, those three learning objectives today. So we are going to learn on how we understand and identify common expression used to ask for and give opinions in spoken English. Yeah, in spoken English. Then the second one, respond to others' opinion by expressing agreement or disagreement, and then participate in the conversation that involves exchanging opinions. Well, next one. I would like to ask one of you, uh, what is opinion? In your opinion, what is your opinion? That's a funny question, yeah? In your opinion, what is opinion? Someone, you may answer this question,
I, I answer.
please.
An opinion is what someone thinks or feels about something. It is not always on fact, and different people may have different opinions.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much for uh, the your opinion. Is it Hima, right? Okay, thank you, Hima, for giving us the opinions. Well, That's almost similar that he might say that opinion is what something thinks. When you think about something and they all feel about something, it's called opinion. Yeah, it is not always a vague, and different people may have a different opinion. So we cannot force people to have a similar opinion with us. So make sure that you know the explanation. What is that? What is opinion? Yeah, because opinion is not always a right, and different people may have a different opinion. Different opinion. And then for the example here, we have the, I think English is fun. That's called opinion. That's called opinion. Itu yang disebut sebagai opinion. I think English is fun. That's examples of short opinion. Next, we have two kinds of expression in asking for and asking for opinion. The first, you have the formal expression, and the second one, you have the informal expression. You need to know the difference between formal expression and informal expression. Here, I would like to ask you. Here, I have. Is this here? I will call Elisha. Can you please read
Sure.
the formal expression of for asking for an opinion?
Formal expression for asking for an opinion. What do you think about using AI in education? What is your opinion on the new traffic rules in Ring Road, Brawijaya Street? Could you tell me your thoughts on our group presentation yesterday?
Okay.
Do you have any talk about the online learning policy in campus?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Celeste, for reading the examples of using formal expression. Formal expression. So when you read the red words on the screen, it is called the formal expression of asking for opinion. Yeah. First, you can say, what do you think about? Yeah. What do you think about? And then the second one, you can say, you can use this phrase, yeah, formal expression, what is your opinion on? Yeah. The first is, what do you think about? The second one is, what is your opinion on? The third one, could you tell me your thought on? I think this is the difficult expression, the most difficult expression from four expression on the screen. Yeah? And then the last one, do you have any thought about? Okay. So you can, when you want to learn on how you use the formal expression, you need to memorize those formal expression first. The first is, what do you think about? What is your opinion on? Could you tell me on your thought on? And then the last one, do you have any thought about? Yeah. Well, the next one, we have informal expression for asking for opinions. Yeah? I told you before that you have two kinds of expression, formal and informal. Now, in the informal one, please try to read it. Firda Rabi Agustin.
Informal expression, Mr.
Yes, please.
Informal expression for asking for an opinion. We're planning to go camping this weekend. What do you think? I just changed my hairstyle. Do you like it? How do you feel about the English class this semester? They want to increase the budget for faculty events. What's your take on this?
Thank you so much for reading the examples of informal expression. Yeah, in the right words, in the right words that you can use it for informal expression. What do you think? Do you like it? How do you feel about? And what's your take on this? Those informal expression are having the similar meaning how you ask for opinion, ya, asking for opinion, meminta saran, ya. What do you think? Do you like it? How do you feel about? What's your take on this? It's similar meaning. Yeah, it's a similar meaning. So don't be confused about what is the meaning of what's your take on this. It has a similar meaning on what do you think about, do you like it, how do you feel about it. So informal expression have the short expression than the formal one, but you need to make it different. You need to see the situation whether you want to use formal or informal. Yeah? And then after learning formal expression for asking for opinions and informal expression for asking for opinions, now we have the time for knowing the expression of agreement. Yeah? The expression of agreement. I want to ask you to read this, Adelia, please. Hello, Adelia. Okay.
Yes, sir. Expressing agreement. I agree with you. Learning English every day really helps improve our skill. That's true. Too much screen time can affect our health. You are right. We need more time to finish this project properly. Absolutely. The school trip was a great idea.
Well, thank you so much, Adele, for reading these examples of expressing agreement. So, in the red words, that the phrase that you can use for expressing agreement. Yeah? The first, you can use I agree with you. I think it's easy to remember, easy to memorize, yeah? Because it has a short expressing agreement. The first you have I agree with you, and the second you have that's true, and then the next you have you're right, and the last one absolutely. I think, and I'm sure, when you learn English so far, you already use these kinds of expressing agreement. Ya. Saya yakin teman-teman secara tidak sadar sudah sejauh ini sudah menggunakan ekspresi-ekspresi agreement ya. I agree with you. That's true. Absolutely. You're right. Itu beberapa contoh expression agreement. And then it's not only agreement, but also we have disagreeing. But when we want to use the phrase for disagreeing, we should use disagreeing politely. Yeah, disagreeing politely. Could you please read the examples? Nurul.
Disagreeing politically. I'm not sure I agree with that.
I think online classes are not always effective for young learners. I don't think so. In my opinion, exams are still necessary to, to measure student understanding. That might be true, but we also need to consider students who live in remote areas. I see your point, but I still believe we should meet in person for group discussions.
Yes, thank you so much, Guru, for reading the explanation and the examples. Yeah. So these are the words or phrases that you can use for disagreeing. Yeah? Disagreeing. I'm not sure I agree with that. Saya nggak yakin saya setuju dengan itu. Itu maksudnya. I don't think so. Kayaknya nggak juga deh. That might be true, but mungkin benar tapi nah so after but you need to show your other opinion ya. Jadi kalau mau pakai if you want to use that might be true, kalau teman-teman mau pakai that might be true, uh, this means that you should show your another opinion ya, the opposite opinion. Jadi setelah kata but kayak that might be true but I see your point but this means that you need to show your opinion. Itu mungkin benar ya, tapi we also need to consider students who live in remote areas. Okay? I see your point, but I still believe we should meet in person for group discussion. Uh, saya setuju sih dengan pendapatmu, tapi saya yakin bahwa kita perlu ketemu langsung untuk diskusi kelompok gitu. So you show your opinion. Yeah? Next, here are examples. I want to ask some of you to read the examples of the conversation. Now we have a short conversation that contains asking for opinions and giving opinions. Yeah? Asking for and giving opinions. Yeah? So please, Fahmi, and sorry, yeah, this Fahmi and Yola. Could you please read the examples of the conversation on the screen?
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Example conversation. What do you think about learning English online?
I think it's very convenient. We don't need to travel and we can study from home.
Yeah, I agree. We can learn anytime and anywhere.
And sometimes we can even replay the lesson if we don't understand.
That's true. But don't you think it's harder to focus sometimes?
I see your point, but I still believe it works well if we stay disciplined.
Okay, thank you so much for reading the examples of the conversation, Fahmi and Yola. That's great. Yeah? So here is the examples on how you make the short conversation, and then in the what is the color is it? I don't know. I color blindness. I think it's orange or something. Eh? So what do you think about? And then I agree, that's true, and I see your point, but it's examples on how you implement the asking for and giving opinions in a short conversation. Now, I have tips for the students. Sure, you should always listen carefully to other opinions. Yeah? So, how we can give the opinions because how we give a good opinion. So the first thing you need to do is you need to always listen carefully to other opinions so you can give another one. Yeah. And then the second one, you should respect. Yeah. You should respect different views even if you don't agree or you disagree. Yeah, so please be respect on other different views or opinion, even if you disagree or don't agree. And then the last one, use polite expression when you disagree. Please try your best to use the polite expression. Yeah, polite expression. Even though you talk to your friend, yeah, talk to your mate, talk to your close friend. Try your best to use polite expression. Okay. Now, let's have a practice. Yeah, now let's have a practice on how you implement our theory. Yeah, how you implement the theory about uh, asking for and giving opinions. Now, I give you about 1 to 2 minutes. Try to find the table and ask an answer. Each students ask their partners, opinions using these questions. Yeah. What do you think about social media? Do you like watching English movies? Or what is your opinion on handwriting tasks? So every students in pair, you can choose from those 3 questions. Yeah. Well, let's continue. So I have Trevor Seleno. Have you found friends, friend and pair?
Okay, sir.
Okay, please.
Okay. Hey, what do you think about social media?
I think social media is very useful if we use it wisely.
Yeah, that's true. It helps you stay connected with friends and family.
Right? But people sometimes spend too much time on it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That's really good examples from Trina, Selena, and Aisha. Uh, it doesn't really matter on how you make a short conversation here. Yet the important one is you try to implement on how you use the expression of asking for and giving opinions. Thank you so much. Well, so we are coming to the last part of our meeting today. So you have a home assignment. Yeah, you have a home assignment here. So please you stay tuned to your pair group. Yeah, pair up with another students like Trey Marcelino and Aisha. And then the students complete a short role play using asking and giving opinions. Yeah, you make a short or you make a conversation, a short role play. You make a conversation using asking and giving opinions, and then record it and upload it on YouTube account, and then submit the YouTube link in my class meeting 7 assignment 2. You may have questions, guys. You may have questions. So far, so good, so nice. Thank you so much. I think that's all for today's meeting. Yeah, I think that's all for today's meeting. Thank you so much. If you don't have any questions, if you have questions in the future, you can we can have a discussion through the WhatsApp group. Yeah, through the WhatsApp group. And uh, before we end the class, let's say Alhamdulillah together.
Alhamdulillahirobbilalamin.
Thank you so much for being with me today. I'll see you next meeting, inshallah. And Nasrul minallahu wa qarib wa bashir wa binin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
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 Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Sure.
Okay,